Street Fighter, and it was like, there's nothing wrong with Terry in Street Fighter, but the way he moves is he moves in the way the developers intended him to move. That's what he said, and I was like, that's such a good way of putting it, because that makes sense, and that's what you would think you want from a game. But with SNK games,
it's all very stylized. You just have that certain bit of SNK flair, a little bit of SNK zing to everything.
And even just looking at the Tizok stuff from the beta, there's going to be stuff that you are not prepared for, and that one got patched, but they let stuff rock a lot of the time. They see stuff and they're like, you know what? We never even thought about applying this way, but this is fun, so let's leave it in. And that was kind of where we were at when we were talking about Terry, because like usually you'll find something crazy. And in Street Fighter 6, like, that's not that type of game. Street Fighter 6 is a pretty straightforward game, and Terry is very straightforward in it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But that is not an SNK game, right?
It's not the SNK way of doing things, but right now, we're going to get an interesting matchup right here, one that I haven't actually gotten to see all that much. We're going to get Cristiano Ronaldo on the screen, the CR7.
I've been seeing a lot of Ronaldo, actually, and a general sentiment that's going around among players of Fatal Fury is that he's the only mix-up character.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying. So for a lot of people who come from other games where you have more set play and you have more of these like weird setups and gimmicks on the characters, they gravitate to Ronaldo.
Yeah.
For example, Mystic Smash is a very popular player. He played a bunch of different games and plays well in them. He qualified for top 16 earlier, and he's a Ronaldo player.
Yeah.
We've seen that kind of pop up, and I feel like he's more common in EU than elsewhere. I think that's kind of an EU thing. You want the gimmicks.
We want the gimmicks, or we're Portuguese.
That too, sure. That's probably a factor for some as well.
Yeah, most certainly. But yeah, and just to emphasize again, talking about Mystic Smash, just how brutal these brackets are. We had a loser side match between Yurikov and Mystic Smash.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a top 8 winner side material.
Oh yeah, I mean, pools matches have been crazy. ET and Justin Wong were fighting in pools.
Yeah.
It's been all over the place, because this is so stacked, because everyone's looking for those qualification spots. Because Esports World Cup coming up really soon, and everyone wants to get in.
Definitely. And it's been kind of crazy to see as well. Usually games come out and start their tournament season, a little bit on the slower end. But Fatal Fury has just been revving it up, all gas, no brakes immediately. And we've been getting so many tournaments so early into the game's lifespan, which has been really, really fun to just kind of watch the game develop as it's being played.
Yeah, absolutely. I think part of it is also when a new game comes out, like a KOF 15, you're going to look at it from a KOF lens. Fatal Fury's been gone for 25 years.
Yeah.
It's hard to look at this through any specific lens.
Absolutely.
That makes it really cool to see what people are figuring out and what they're finding. And that's such a good start here from Sport. He was looking really rough, but this is the beginning of a comeback. Let's see what the Oki situation is going to be.
Yeah. And these Oki situations with Hokutomaru tend to be extremely devious, right? He got these double jump options, he has a teleport. There are so many things that you need to look out for. He's a character that really plays around your mental stack.
Yeah. Oh, Maiko taking the first round here against Score. Trying to get an upset happening.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Score, someone who would certainly be considered one of the favorites to make it out, even maybe on winner's side here of the pool. But right now, Maiko putting in a lot of work, and I really like these air-to-air options coming out from Maiko. It's very hard to anti-air Hokutomaru normally because of options like this that we just saw right there, that EX teleport.
Yeah. Okay, burns the super. What's coming up here? Yeah, so the football is really good at space control for Ronaldo, because he can interact with it in a lot of different ways. And what you're seeing here is he's kind of stealing the teleport as an option by putting the football above him and then not doing anything with it.
Yeah, you can tell Maiko definitely has played this matchup a lot. Interrupts the rev blow as well into the rev gear activation right there. Beautiful stuff.
Okay. And what's the corner position gonna be here? Oh, that's such a big hit. That might be it. I think that's it. No, quite.
Senso sending out the football, whiffing the X. Oh no, the motion back comes out from Score. Just gambling on the super, and the teleport once again finds its mark right there.
Yeah, if he had opted for the up football there, he actually would have caught him.
Yeah.
But that's just That's just what it comes down to at this high level. You have your reads on the opponent, and Score's like, you're not going to do that again. And he was right.
Absolutely. It's just defenses here coming out from Michael. Finds himself on a bit of a defensive position right now, but Score.
Oh, okay. When the football isn't high enough yet, you can actually get him anyway.
Yeah. Again, the level 1 into the whiffed shoulders right there. Score just trying to see what Michael wants to do on Wake Up right there, and Score now taking the first game. After quite a rough first round, actually, Score just kind of reeling things back in and looking a lot more in control.
Yeah, that was a very good round of adaptations, because Score was actually getting kind of smothered at the start. But then he managed to make it through. I think a part of it is, since Ronaldo is such a unique character in this game, it's kind of hard to just jump into a match against him. It's not where you used to. You need some time to like refresh, and very good SPG combo starter here from Score. Let's see what's coming up from the Oki. Oh, catches the backdash, and this could be the round. That looked safe, but it wasn't. Okay.
Again, the football catching Score out of the setup of a projectile right there. Of course, with both players getting this low on health, chip damage is going to become a factor very, very soon right here. Michael can't really afford to take too many of these shurikens and other stray hits from Score as he finds a nice air-to-air and finishes out this round right there, putting himself on set point.
Yeah. Score looking good to advance here, but Michael putting up a very, very good fight. Let's see if he can bring back some of that vigor that he had in the first round. Looking rough here. Oh, that's such a gigantic hit though, even without meter. This is going to be gnarly. There's going to be one more interaction.
Yeah, gambled on the DP. I felt that one in my soul, and Score did as well.
Yeah.
Going to be closing things out with a perfect game there at the end.
Yeah. I think the Score started to sense some of the desperation there. It's very common that when you're playing against a very good player, this is something that gets brought up so often, but it never stops being true. When you're going up against a very good player and you're not as famous or maybe as seasoned yourself, you're going to start doubting yourself. You're like,